Hey, I'm Kris Cole. Several people have asked me to get a little friend here. Several people have asked me to put together a video about best practices as far as teachers writing letters on behalf of making these guys the State Songbird. All right, best practice number one: when your students, sorry, I'm a little distracted here. When your students sign their letters, have them do first name, last initial, or just first name, because anything you send to the legislators are public records. So I would tell them to protect privacy of the students, have them just do first name, last initial. Uh, sorry, a little distracted here. Best practice number two, emails. If they send emails, remember, any email can be forwarded to anybody. So again, to protect privacy, I would recommend handwritten letters versus emails. Um, I'm going to give you all the reasons we want to make this the state songbird. In a moment, we'll get to that. I actually can't believe this little guy flew over and landed on my head while I was recording this video. Kick back and watch the students from Seminole High School as they give you several reasons as to why we want to make this the state songbird. It is pretty clear that that bird wants to be state songbird. Um, he made that perfectly clear when he was sitting there pecking away on my cap on the butt. So super cool bird. We'd like to help him out and make him the state songbird. Here's some best practices for you as far as correspondence with public officials. Anything that you send to public officials becomes public record. What does that mean? That means that any letters, any emails, anything you do to correspond with a public official, a representative, a senator, even your local city councilman, all of that becomes public record. So if you have students write letters to the representatives and senators that we recommend, have them sign their first name, maybe first name, last initial if you're comfortable with that, but I wouldn't put full names to protect student privacy. Also, I would tell students that use snail mail, don't use email. Email can easily be forwarded, and again, you can end up with your email forwarded to a lot of people because it's public record. So I would recommend snail mail if you want to send it to me. If you're at Seminole, you can drop it off in my box, and we'll get those letters to those representatives and senators. If you are in Seminole County Public Schools, just send them to me in the courier, and I'll get them over there. If you're outside of Seminole County, I would send the letters kind of in one manila envelope to whichever senator or representative you're writing. Emphasize internet safety. If students are decide to get really excited about this and email senators and representatives themselves, definitely make sure their parents know and the students practice safety. Another pitfall people run into is do not assign a grade to this. You can have a completion grade, which is if you're an English teacher and doing a letter writing unit. That's actually how this whole thing started. Is I was team teaching with a English teacher, and she did a completion grade. They could write letters to whoever they wanted, but we recommended if they wanted to take a position on this and write a letter for or against. Which brings me to my next point, which is students can be opposed. When I initially started this, we had 153 in favor of the Florida scrub jay state bird and 3 opposed. You, they're entitled to their opinion. This is America, where you can share your opinion and be opposed to the what the vast majority of people want. So students can be opposed, and don't give grades or extra credit for somebody being in favor. This is more, I look at it as a way to empower students and give students a voice. If they want to do it, that's great. If they don't want to do it, focus on something else. Make sure your administrator's on board. If you are at a school, I would definitely say something to your assistant principal or principal just to make sure they're okay with it. Um, and message me with any questions. I have a permission form, just so you know that I have the students' form so that their parents know they're working on this. And I reiterate internet safety. So if you want a copy of that permission form, email me and I'll get one to you. Hope this helps. How you and your students can help. Um, really what we need to do is make sure that the Senate and the House of Representatives know that it's not just Kris Cole students who are trying to achieve this. And I think we've already done a pretty good job of that over the years. But I would love to see some elementary schools draw flamingos and scrub jays and send them over to them. Maybe draw flamingos and scrub jays as friends and send them over to them. Write letters, send them over to them. At Winter Springs, we actually had art classes create some ceramic scrub jays, and we sent them to the senators and representatives as a reminder that this bill is out there. What we're asking them for is a hearing. To get this moving, there's a pretty good chance this is going to pass, but we need to get it through the first committee first. So we're asking the committee members of that committee, or the committee chairman actually, to hear the bill. So if you get a chance, you want to have the students write letters to the chairman of the committee. We'll have the names for you very shortly. And if you, for some reason we don't get those names to you, you can just write dear chairman or dear representative or dear senator. So anything that is creative, anything that you think the students want to do that would be fun to get to them. Like I said, if they sign it, we want first name, last initial, or last name initial. Right. So if you are using this as a letter writing unit, which is what I would do if I was an English teacher, I would show the students how to put together a proper letter and just explain to them we're just going to use the school address and we're going to sign your first name, but not your last name. And then in this particular case, we're not looking for long written letters. I'd rather send over short letters with one or two points as to why the student wants to name the Florida scrub jay as the state songbird. So if they watch the video that I'm going to embed in this presentation, have them pick one or two reasons that are important to them as to why we need the Florida scrub jay to be the state songbird. Um, and then have them write, if possible, three or four letters. And again, you could put something as simple as dear chairman or dear representative or dear senator. If you have any questions, shoot me over an email. All right, so you're wondering who to write. Basically, we're going to target the chairman in charge of the first hearing. In order to get this thing moving, we need to get confirmation that we are going to get a hearing from the first committee, and that would be Chairman Botana. So if you only write one, please write a Chairman Botana. If you write two, I'd go Vice Chairman Mooney, who's actually sponsoring the bill. You can thank him for sponsoring the bill, and Chairman Botana. If you want to write three, you can do Chairwoman Esposito. I believe she has the committee that is over their committee. Um, and then if you want to write a fourth one, if you're motivated, Senator Garcia would be good. You can reference them. It's HB 81. So in your subject line, you want to probably put HB 81 for the House bill and SB 880 for the Senate bill. So we'll be sharing these names and other people to target over the course of the next few weeks on our social media at seminole.scrubjays on Instagram and Seminole Scrub Jay Media Team on Facebook. Again, if you only are going to write one, make sure we get as many to Botana as possible and as many to Mooney as possible. And then if you are motivated and you want to do others, we can send them to Esposito and Garcia. Hope that helps. Now, why help? Students aren't getting a grade for this or a completion grade at best. We definitely don't want to be giving grades and trying to, that will definitely be used against us as far as when it goes before a committee. They'll be like, the teachers are giving grades for this. We don't want that. This needs to be the students are completely doing it on their own. Again, a completion grade is fine, but if students are receiving a grade for actually voting for a particular bird, it will not play out well. So let's keep it to volunteer only or completion grades. And again, we're not opposed to people having opposing viewpoints on this. Here are the reasons that as a teacher that you want to do this. It incorporates everything. It is the ultimate synthesis of everything students have learned. It incorporates civics, it incorporates English, it incorporates science, incorporates debate. You're debating at the highest level. You're trying to influence those people at the highest levels of government. That is so cool. It's an opportunity for students to make history, not just read about it, but be part of history, having done something really, really cool. That's what gets me excited about it. And here's something that will motivate the students. We actually don't have a state bird. You can tell any person or any student that if you look up in chapter 15, where they have all the state symbols listed, we have two state desserts, but no state bird. So a lot of my students, that's a motivating factor right there. But then it's an opportunity for students to actually have their voices heard and assist a little bird whose habitat's getting destroyed and bring attention to what's going on. This does not offer it any additional protections. Make sure students know that. They're already protected by the Endangered Species Act. But what it does do is bring attention and put a name and a face on a really cool bird that could use a little bit of help. So those are some of the reasons that you might want to chime in and send some letters and spend some time on this, is to bring attention to a little bird that could use a little bit of help from us as far as bringing attention to them. And really pointing it out from the educational standpoint, this is why teachers may want to be involved with this. You're integrating ecology, you're integrating English, debate, speech, and a very, very deep dive into civics, especially if you start following the bill and talking about it and following it a little bit in class. You're connecting those disciplines to all the skill sets of our students using social media, art, technology, whatever you're doing to um, integrate this into your course. It can be as simple as letters. It can be as sophisticated as putting together art pieces and sending them over to remind the senators and representatives that this bill is out there. The result, meaningful learning. And on the next slide, I'm going to share with you some of the incredible stories of things students involved with this project over the years have accomplished. It's allowed me to get to know my students on a much, much better level as I see them share ideas and bring ideas to me about how we can move this bill forward. You can see some of the things like the students designed that sticker that we've been giving out to everybody. Students testified before FWC. Students have testified before the Senate, before the House, specific committees in each of those branches of the legislature. And if you have students who are that motivated and want to be involved with that, when we go up there, if they do have a hearing, you're welcome to join us. This is the brochure that we shared with senators and representatives back in '99 and 2000, and it was we had a great time doing it. But the results from a teaching standpoint, look at these results of the students involved with this particular program. Students attended 2 more days of school than the school average. They achieved a 3.34 higher GPA than the school average. 75% of the at-risk kids achieved a 2.0 before they graduated. Um, and I believe all of the students involved in this project actually did graduate. Most importantly, the accomplishments these students achieved later after graduating are astonishing. The group of students included a dentist, 3 nurses, included one who became the head of a COVID unit, an insurance agent, a head of logistics, a bank manager, one who went on to become the assistant avian coordinator for the FWC, a social media coordinator. One of my students is now a U.S. Marshal. I actually had to uh, cover him up in this picture because he can't have his face out there in the public. One owns a lawn care company, one's a construction manager, and 2 are chief of staff for publicly traded companies. Um, the results of the students being involved with this are just simply amazing. At some point, we're going to do a where are they now, and it's just mind blowing what these students have achieved. Enough from me. So let's hear from the students of Seminole High School. This video is a little bit dated. It's we filmed it 3 or 4 years ago when the students were trying to designate the Florida scrubjay as the state bird. We're now trying to designate it as the Florida scrubjay as the state songbird. We've joined up with Team Flamingo, and Team of Flamingo will have the state bird. The Florida scrubjay will be the state songbird. That's how the bill is written, and we're absolutely good with that. The main thing is it brings attention to the bird. Now, when you start talking about the Florida scrubjay being a songbird, corvid, the Florida scrubjay is actually a corvid, and corvids are classified as a songbird, so the scrubjay fits the bill. Yes, the pun is intended. Bad pun, but we'll go with it. All right, enjoy the video. When the students write their letters, they should pick one or two of the talking points from the video and put them in their letter. And fingers crossed. Thanks for your time.
Hi, my name's Caitlin. I'm the president of the Seminole Wildlife and Conservation Club, and
Hi, I'm Miles. I'm running our YouTube channel for our club.
And we're here today to tell you some reasons on why the scrub jay should be the state bird.
And to share these reasons, we got some fellow students here.
One of the reasons we want to make the scrub jay the state bird is because Florida doesn't technically have an official state bird, so the scrub jay would be a great choice.
I'm Lydia. I'm Heaven. And we have 4 states that already have the mockingbird as their state bird. And that's unoriginal. We want our own bird. The 4 states are Arkansas and Mississippi, and Tennessee and Texas.
I want the Florida scrub jay to be the state bird because it's the only bird found in only Florida.
To be the state bird because they're really cute.
As you can see right there, that scrub jay is the sentinel. He's watching over, making sure no harm is coming to any of us.
He's saying hi to Mr. Cole.
And this dude is still watching. Oh, another one.
He's calling over the whole family is here now.
Wow.
So, pretty cool.
Hi, my name is Mateo. I'm a senior at Seminole High School and a proud member of the Seminole Wildlife Conservation Club. I want these scrub jays to be recognized as the Florida state bird because they are very hard workers. They bury thousands of acorns in the ground and memorize where they all are so that during the winter they can find them and make sure they have food when there are no acorns. The older scrub jays help out the younger ones by feeding them insects, and while all the other scrub jays are at work, there are birds called the sentinel birds that perch up and survey the area and make sure that the other scrub jays stay safe.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I think that the Florida scrub jay should be the new state bird because they are incredibly intelligent. For example, the scrub jays can hide and store thousands of acorns each year and still remember where they hid them. They can also accurately predict when the acorns will spoil.
Hello, my name is Amy.
My name is Jamie.
And we are class of 2002 from Winter Springs High School. We've been working on this project for 22 years now to make the scrub jay our state bird, and here we are still trying to push that goal. So we're out here at Lyonie State Preserve today to kind of roam around and see their habitat. This is special to our hearts because we want to be part of that project and continue that and make the scrub jay our state bird, and my number one reason is because the uniqueness. The scrub jay is only found in Florida, and I want that to be our bird because that's who we want to be as a state. Scrub jay, that's the coolest.
For me, I think it's incredible to see the kids out here. It's nice to see Mr. Cole with 20 plus years of experience. It's nice to see it live on, see the tradition live on. It's been great to be out here with these high school students today. I would say that my primary reason is there's a lot of rare species in the scrub habitat, which of course is something that has been dwindling over the last many years. So I would just like to see this habitat preserved, and I would like to see the Florida scrub jay become our state bird so it does become protected and it does become a priority and it does continue to live on.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I'm a senior at Seminole High School.
I'm Ellen. I'm also a senior at Seminole.
I am Madison. I am a Seminole alumni, class of 2014. Graduated from there, then went to FSU, and then to Duke. Go Noles.
And I'm Alyssa. I'm also a Seminole alumni, class of 2015, and then I went to the University of Florida.
So today we're all here at the Lyonie State Park. We're here to see the Florida scrub jays. You guys want to say anything?
In their native scrub habitat.
Here on a nice protected county land, found only in Florida.
What are some of the reasons why you guys want to make it the state bird? Kyle, what's your reason?
How beautiful it is.
Ellen?
They're the only bird that's only found in Florida.
Madison?
They are an impressive bird in the sense that they form family groups and work together and express really important values.
Alyssa?
Because they're so friendly, I've heard.
Cool. All right, let's go meet some. Go.
Hi, I'm Nathan. I'm a senior here at Seminole High School, and I believe that the scrub jay would make a good addition to the state bird as one of the symbols, just like the flag right here behind us.
This is how you can help. You can write to your legislators, and you can contact us if you want more information.
Hi, I'm Michaela, Seminole High School, You can follow us on Instagram at seminole.scrubdays.
Hi, I'm Mihal from Seminole High School. You can follow us on Twitter, SHS Scrubdays.
Hello, I'm Rafid from Seminole High School, and you can follow us on Facebook on Seminole Scrub J Media Team.
This slide, you can see all of the things that the students have been involved with. You can see the middle one is State Senator Jason Broder out there with students on a hike. Below him was the Chief of Staff for the Governor DeSantis, Anna DeCercio. The students did a teleconference with her. On the upper right, you can see Seminole Soil and Water Conservation Commission. The students earned their endorsement. So we've done a lot of legwork in setting this thing up, and it's probably going to get through. So definitely try to do what you can to be a part of it and get your students involved as well, and they can be part of making history. This QR code below me will take you to all of the talking points about the Florida Scrub Jay for Songbird. And just take a picture with your camera and you'll have the facts in front of you. Thanks. This is a media darling. If you have students who enjoy public speaking, want to do television interviews, do newspaper interviews, this issue has been covered in every newspaper, every news station in the state of Florida at some point. And if we get it passed, even if we don't get it passed, if we just get a hearing in the first committee, it will be covered on every media in Florida. Not only that, it's been a nationwide issue. We've been on NPR's This American Life with 5 million listeners. We've been referenced on a couple of HBO shows. The one there by John Oliver, he referenced us, and he has a funny little segment about it. So it's a media darling, and if you have students who enjoy the spotlight, this is an opportunity for them to shine. When Catherine Dixon, who's an English teacher I combined with, and I did this in 97, 98, 99, a couple of our students who were not in my class did a lot of television and newspaper interviews because they were that devoted to the issue. And we welcome anybody who wants to be that involved. I'm happy to have them do interviews and stuff once they get up to speed. This is about empowering the future of America and giving them a voice, teaching them the process. In the world we live in right now, the students need to be more involved. They need to know what's going on and take action, regardless of what their political beliefs are and political affiliations and all of that. None of that, in this particular case, we don't care. We're about a bird. That's it. I'm not going to go any more political than that. But it does teach students to process. It puts them in contact with senators, representatives, and shows them they can have a voice. I mean, just having a student be able to tell you who their senator and their representative are is a big deal. That's a win. As far as civics go, how many students can tell you right now who their representative and who their senator are? That's important. So if you're interested in getting involved, reach out to me. I'm happy to have you as involved as you want. You can follow my students on Instagram at seminole.scrubjays. We'll be posting stuff as we go along. Our Facebook group, because I'm old, is SHS Scrub J Media Team. And Twitter, we've not done a lot with that, but we do need to step up our game there, is at SHS Scrubjays. You can follow me on Instagram at Colsters_classroom. And you can email me at my Seminole High School email address. Thank you for your time. I hope you join us. This is going to be really, really cool. And I think we have a real legitimate chance at getting this through this year. I'm super excited.